So where do you guys want to start?
I would say I want to focus on like learning from you as far as scaling up our business, because what we've done is over the last 14, 15 months, we went from 0 to about 270K last month. And I know we're nowhere near where we can be, but I find
It's exciting, huh, man?
dude, it's crazy, buddy. It's awesome. Yeah. It's super exciting. But I know that it's, nowhere. I mean, most people doing what we're doing aren't even close to this, but I don't want to like look at the competition and get complacent. I want to continue to think big and really like jump after this. So I'm just trying. We're adding a sales team and some phone sales and some other stuff. Just trying to focus on what can we do to really scale up our business and get a lot of attention. So
you're helping a lot of people. Now I want to know what Lauren does.
Lauren does, I guess you could call me the baby Elena. I try to help them all out, and I do a lot of the finance work. I pay the people, try to have the good culture, create a good culture.
You do some stuff
help
on your own
him,
too,
but that's kind of the role I play, I guess.
Yeah, that's good. That's awesome. That should not be underestimated. Pushing him back out there and saying, "Go get some more, do some more."
Yeah.
What are you doing home so early? It's going to take more than just the two of you guys to do this.
Yeah.
When Lauren said, "Hey, Elena's my biggest fan," I got a bunch of people here that are fans of mine. Like Sherry, I think Sherry would jump in front of a truck before Elena would.
How did you create that? So Cody just hired two new, an assistant kind of for me and then assistant for him. How did you create that bond that they would do that Sherry would jump in a truck for you?
Yeah, because I'm convinced that the way we did it was not something that I did with Sherry, but that I got rid of the other people that wouldn't do it.
I love it.
Yeah.
So it's the hardest thing. Like, nobody talks about getting rid of people. There's no books about it. It's like, there's a lot of stuff on turnover's a bad thing. Don't get rid of people. Employees aren't happy, and they give you 20 reasons why people aren't happy. Let me tell you something. You need to get rid of people. I had this conversation with Sherry yesterday. It has been 6 months, Sherry, since we fired somebody in a major position.
From me running the business solely, from August of last year till now, we've got like a dozen people, and so it just keeps growing every week. It scares her to death. Payroll keeps going up, but honestly, like, that's what it has to. I mean, we've got an awesome team, and it just keeps growing, and it has to grow,
Yeah. So let's talk about the attention and the scale, all right? I mean, the way to scale is to decide, number one, hey, we're going to grow no matter what. That means you're going to negatively impact some cash flow in the beginning. So things are going to be skinny. You're going to have to eat peanut butter and jelly sometimes. But the expansion is probably more important than the T-bone, right? Or the car.
Yeah.
Like, I see a lot of guys go out there and they start, like, I see it all the time on Instagram. Guys trying to fly private. I'm like, what is this dude doing getting off of a jet? Like, to me, it is so dumb watching this dude.
Yeah.
Because it's like, bro, you're not there yet. There is no way. I know enough about money to know what that guy's doing, what he makes, that for him to be flying private at this point would be ridiculous. That money should be going back into the business and expanding the attention. Okay, so I'm just using the jet as an example, right? So one picture with a jet is not that's not how people grow their business. And look at all the guys that are making the big money. They're not on Facebook and Instagram. All the big players aren't on it. So we see a handful of people right now that are playing the game on YouTube and Instagram, like, wow, man, that guy's making a lot of money. This guy, the big businesses, if you're going to build a big business, you're not going to build it because you're there. You're going to build it because you use it as a distribution network to get attention, but it's not going to be because you're scrolling through to see who's doing what.
That's good.
Makes sense.
Right? We don't have people on Instagram calling me saying, I want to buy a $10,000 ticket right now. I want to hook up for a 12-month contract. I want to do, that's just not happening. Right? They comment, oh man, I love that. I love this, whatever, right? The reason, so there's a little, the attention thing is a little bridge. It's like one of those rickety wooden bridges over the Grand Canyon or over a canyon that you have to walk over and there's lava underneath and a dragon's threatening to kill you. So you got to walk along this thing carefully, right? Like not look down too much, not look around, just get to the other side. That's the only reason you're using the social media.
Right, and you bring up a good point because that's something that I'm getting better at. And once you build a team, it actually starts to help because you get freaking complaints, haters, crazy comments, people that hate your guts, people that want refunds, all this stuff going on around. But it's like the bigger we get, honestly, the less I worry about all that because then you got a team messing with it. They don't affect where the train's moving. So
yeah. So your job every day is to go in there and to keep not just keep getting attention out, but keep attention in.
What's crazy too is once we started spending $1,000 a day on Facebook, YouTube, and Google, back in literally right after we got back from the Growth Con, crazy as it is, it's like that's what I got out of it. Like freaking just think bigger and and spend some money.
It changed the game.
Yeah, that really started to grow every single freaking week.
Yeah. But what you need to do is you need to understand that you cost money. Okay, this is a very complicated thing that happens with business owners. People that own a business tend to see themselves in the business different than they would if you hired somebody to do your job. You guys have a job. You need to pay yourselves a salary. Now, the reason you want to set your salary so that in the future when you're hiring people, you're like, bro, I pay myself $5,000 a month.
Yeah.
Okay, and you want 10. How am I going to pay you 10 when I pay myself 5? So you guys need to set a salary there. Right now, you're paying other people more than you pay yourselves.
Correct.
So it's very, very important for somebody that's going to be a self-employed person, run their own business. You need to treat yourselves like you're on the payroll. Everything above the $8,000, dude, you ought to spend.
Good. I like that. Dude, I love spending money, so it's...
Yeah. And then you can start measuring, okay, where are you going to spend it to get more attention, to get more customers, to even spend money to show off your successes to counter the quitters. Maybe you're going to take, $12,000 a year and give it away to some of your most successful cases that you're working with.
There you go. I like that. That's
all right. What are you guys going to do as a result of our call today?
I'm going to give them a salary.
Spend more money.
Yeah.
Think bigger. Hey, real quick, what can I do? Like, I'm starting to build out a sales team to try to help not replace me, but to grow. What's some advice on that real quick?
You're going to hire a bunch of people that don't work.
Yeah. I got rid of one last night after his first day, so.
Yeah. So don't get frustrated. It's going to be ugly. And let's face it, dude. Making phone calls is a hard deal. It's like lifting 500 pounds in the beginning.
I don't understand. I mean, it is. I don't understand why, but it clearly is. I mean,
It is hard, bro. You need to understand it's hard. It's a hard thing. I know people that would rather go to Afghanistan than make a cold call.
you ain't lying.
Dude, I saw a guy sign up for the Marines. He's like, I'm gonna go do 2 years over there. I'm not doing phones.
Jeez.
So it's a huge confront. It's calling somebody you don't know. It's it's a tough deal. So the second thing I would tell you is you definitely need people in the environment, and you need some leadership back there. And nobody, even when you provide, you need bodies. I need bodies back there. I need bodies, and somebody's got to manage the bodies to make sure they're moving around.
Mm-hmm. Cool, good.
So I don't know how we've created that thing that we have back there.
Yeah.
But you need bodies back there. You need people back there. You need to announce that people are winning. You need to, spend time with those guys. Get them excited. Are they all on Cardone U?
We have Cardone U,
but not for individuals. No, not anymore. I guess.
You got to get them on Cardone You. You should not be spending time training people.
Valid point.
You should not train. You should not spend any time telling somebody how to make a call, take a call, or how to handle an objection.
Spent half my day yesterday. Yeah.
Huh?
I spent half my day yesterday. So.
That's a complete waste of time, bro. You're not a trainer. Don't be a trainer. There's no money in being a trainer.
Very valid point.
You should be taking turns. You should be sending out follow-up calls. You should be touching customers all day long. I never train these people. We give them Cardone You, watch it. Okay, we look at, okay, did they log in or not? Todd's in there right now, making sure every person logged in today.
Nice. If
you're not getting your training, we're getting rid of it. You train before you get here. You don't train when you get here. When you get here, you're making phone calls. Dude, if you spent 2 or 3 hours talking to these people yesterday, they can't make phone calls when you're talking to them.
Right. And they weren't.
So you got to be clear about your role, right? You're not a trainer. Get Cardone You, make them use it, just like whip them into it. So you asked me how we have what we have back there. They listen to one guy, me. They go to Cardone You, they listen to me about handling objections, follow up. Like they're hearing it. The people that are most successful in this company are the ones that listen to Grant the most. They don't listen to Todd, they don't listen to Jared, they don't listen to Sherry. They listen to Grant the most.
And they watch before they come to work.
Before they come to work, they watch. At night, they watch. We can see when they're watching. The guy's having trouble. Dude, you're not doing enough training. I don't want Todd telling them what to do. I want them to listen to what I tell them what to do.
Yeah.
So you either got to go put all your stuff on video, create 1,500 videos, add test questions, edit the videos, or you need to get all of them on Cardone You and say, here's our guy, this is our partner, watch it. And then what you do when you go in there is, who can I help you with? Well, this guy doesn't want to buy, this guy wants to unload, whatever. You need to handle talking to people, not talking to them.
Good. That's good. That's super good. Yeah. That's good.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Cool, buddy.
You're awesome.
Hey, next time I talk to you guys, man, y'all need to be at like $2 million a month.
You ain't lying. So my goal of $1 million a month is too small. That's what you're telling me.
No, that's good. That could be your next stop. That's a good goal, man.
Cool.
But you just go ahead and plan out for 2.7 million, and then if your next stop is 1 million, it's not like I'm gonna hold it against you.
Yeah. True that. Thank you, brother. Appreciate the time.
Yeah, appreciate your time so much.
Appreciate you guys. Pleasure spending time with you.
Yeah, you too.
Tell Katie thanks. Appreciate it.
Thank you.